onion stir fry, my way. I tried a different angle on the camera so you can look down on what I'm doing, so you could see my pretty face and still see the work. I almost forgot something. Now we're in business. So I got a bell pepper here. Just chop the top of it off. It looks something like that. You're gonna go with your trusty knife. Just be careful not to cut yourself. And cut the vein out. So it's like this. And all you do is you stick your fingers in here and you rip out that core. Okay? Then you chop it down the middle, like so. Chop it again like so. I like to get rid of these little white veins here. Not veins, but just so I get just the red pepper. It's still tasty, but just to clean it up a little bit. Here I have red and then yellow. I'm going to chop these up in lengths like so. Just, you know, rough chop. It doesn't have to be too fine yet. Then we're going to come the long way like this. And then we're going to chop it. Little cubes. Okay? Beauty. And here we go. The way I make this is simple, easy peasy. So we're chopping these up fine. So you're going to chop about one bell pepper, one red, one orange bell pepper. I'm going to finish chopping these up. I'm going to chop up some onions the same way, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that we have our peppers chopped up, they look something like this. I did chop up a little orange bell because I only had half a yellow bell. So 2 bell peppers chopped up in chunks like you see here, and that's that for the bell peppers. Now, move on to the onions. Same thing. You don't need to go too crazy with chopping up the onion. I like cutting it in the middle. Then I go the long way like so. Switch it back over. That's it. No more than that. And that goes into your little dish. Okay? So roughly chopped. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. On the side. And come over like this. Into the pan, into the plate. Because I had a small onion. These are white onions, by the way. You can use yellow onions. It doesn't really don't matter. But just don't go crazy trying to fine mince this. You want it to be a little chunk. So now we have our onions, white onions, chopped up ever so loosely. We have our bell peppers. Onto the chicken. Now we got our chicken. These are chicken breast cutlets, boneless. Some people like to wash their chicken. To me, I don't think it makes a difference. You wash a chicken, you don't wash a chicken. You're gonna cook the thing. All right. So it looks like this is a breast, and this I'm just gonna cut it in slices. Okay. Maybe 1/2-inch slices. Okay. The long way. And please, when working with a knife, be careful. I still got to do a video on safe knife handling. We'll get to it. I've just been so excited about making food and showing people. And trying to get them up there posted. So you guys can get to see the new stuff. So almost like the bell pepper. See, I cut it the long way. Then I'll just cut into little cubes like this. Okay? Come on there, son. There's no big. There we go. Then just cut them up into little cubes. And this is a little over a pound of chicken. Cubes, cube it up. You want this to be basically the same size cubes because when you cook it, so they all finish cooking at the same time. Okay. And also when working with any raw meat, chicken, fish, beef, you gotta be clean. As soon as I'm done with this here, I gotta wash my hands really good, dry them. My cutting board goes into the sink and I let nothing else cut the cutting board. You see this here? It looks like a little black thing. People think, oh, it's chicken's got cancer. It's not cancer, it's bruising. It's all part of the butchering process. You simply cut it out. That's it. That's all there is to that. So chicken cubed, bell peppers cubed up, onions cubed up. Now time to cook all this together. Alright, now to start the cooking. Oven's gonna go up on high. You got a good shot of the pan so you can see the magic happening in real life, huh? A little olive oil. Again, this is a dish that you can do when you get home from work. You can finish this in no time at all. It's quick to make and delicious. By the way, this is pretty much the only seasoning that we're going to be using. Taco seasoning. Or you could use fajita seasoning. Taco, fajita, it's all the same thing. This is basically cumin with onion powder, garlic powder, and that's pretty much it. And a little chili powder. Smoked paprika and chili powder. And that gives you your taco seasoning. So we're going to do all this. And then this is going to go over a bed of rice. Rice is also going to be simple. It's going to be your regular white rice with a couple packages of some in there. And I'm going to show you what I use for that. So we'll let this get nice and hot. We're going to saute the onions and bell peppers. But we're not going to go crazy. You don't want to make them to their mush. You just want to get them halfway cooked. Halfway sauteed. You want them still a little bit of crunch to it. And go the onions. And go the beautiful bell pepper. And what I love about this dish too here is the colors. It's beautiful, man. Just so much color. So you get this all in there. You let that heat kick up a little bit. Add a little bit of agua, a little water, and cover it. Almost steams itself inside there, and then into the pan. And then you stir it as you go once in a while. First we'll let it dance a little bit in the pan. But you see how you have the bird's eye view? Let me tell you, John, this kid John that works with me, he's the one that said, hey man, I want to see inside the pan, I want to see what you're cooking. So I was going back and forth with it since he had told me. And I'm like, man, how can I get the pan and me in there, you know? So yesterday, my buddy Johnny Reeds was hanging out for a little bit yesterday. He actually helped me out with something. And while he was here, I was showing him this tripod I had bought. And then I put the tripod up here. I'm like, oh yeah, I can put this thing anyway. Then I put the tripod up, as it is now. And I said, oh, look at that! Perfect view. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of this taco seasoning. Measurement it. There you go. You know, a little bit of the taco seasoning in here. About half the packet. Okay. Oh yeah. I know it looks crowded, it doesn't really matter. This is perfect. It's a good sized dish. Pan. Got a little bit bigger pan to be alright, but just see, this stuff is all going to cook down anyway. Okay? The pan's nice and hot. We're going to add about a half a cup of water. Alright, half cup of water. You see the steam's already coming out? We'll trap it. Let it go. 2-3 minutes. A little stir. Another 2 minutes. Take her out of there. I'm telling you, I have a lot of fun doing this. Spent some time this past weekend with my sister Sandra and her family. Spent some time Sunday with the Silvers. Hello, Silvers. A lot of fun, man. A lot of passion. It's amazing when you start talking about food, how slowly one or two will come into the conversation. Before you know, you have 4 or 5 people talking about food. And that's what happened to us over at the Silver Sunday. A lot of fun, man. Love those. Love you guys, man. You guys are the best. So I'm going to do a show over Heather's house. Stacy, my wife Stacy's cousin. Well, my cousin. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have Stevie, hopefully Jamie can come, the family, all of us get together, the aunts, cousins, Silverside, and make a cozido or something good, you know? Look at that steam, ah, woo, baby. Yeah, son. Yes, it's coming good. That's what you do, huh? Move it around. Be afraid. Keep that heat on high. You want the heat. I'm going to trap everything here. Only thing I added to this was a little bit of that taco seasoning. Fajita seasoning, whatever you want to use. We'll let this go a little bit until it's ready to come out. And then I'll be right back. Right. She's good. So, she's been going about 10 minutes. Steamed up 5-10 minutes. And like I said, everyone's oven's different. But that's what it looks like. Not super soft, a little crisp to it. So we're going to remove this from here so we can cook our chicken. Alright? Chicken's super easy. And it being small is going to be pretty fast too. So on to the chicken, folks. Alright. Chicken. Oven, high. Olive oil. Olive vive. Some olive oil. Let it heat up a little bit. And mind you, she's been going. Check out. Come on, you. Beauty. Chicken's going to be pretty much the same process, guys. So chicken. There you go. Get them all there so you know they're all happy. Cover that sucker. Let it go a couple minutes. Let's see what happens. And again, we'll let this brown up, we'll let it cook up. Not going to take long at all. A little bit of taco season, a little water. Introduce the peppers, cover it, off to the side. Stir fry. Only thing missing from this equation when we're done here is the rice. I got a little Portuguese guitars going on in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, it's very faint, but it puts me to the mood, you know? Oh yeah. See that? And if she's sticking a little bit, like mine's just sticking just a little bit, just a little bit more olive oil there, that's all. Mix it around. cover it. Usually with chicken bits like this, you can tell when it's cooked. Clear liquid's coming out of it. A little clear liquid is an indicator that she's cooked. And it's timing too. And I already know my oven, so I know maybe 3-4 minutes. Back and forth, you can tell by the look, you can tell by the touch. This is something you get with experience as you move on. And with this high heat that I have going on in here, it cooks fast. And you're covering it, trapping all that steam in there, that's all the heat in there. And when taking the cover off, away from you. Oh yeah. Almost. You'll see she'll start browning. She'll start browning up. I can feel it still a little rubbery. It's not quite there. We'll let this go, and I'll be right back when she's ready for it to transition. All right. She's definitely ready. I'm going to strain it because we got some liquid in here. I'm going to strain that. Chicken goes back into the pan. Add your peppers and onions. You can lower the heat now. Put the heat down. You can put the heat down to a couple steps below medium. Look at that, huh? Oh yeah. That's beautiful. What a runaway onion. Gotcha. All right. Now, because I'm going to let this simmer together a little bit, I'm going to add another half cup water. All right. And then the rest of the taco seasoning. So, holy moly, the smell is fantastic. Woo-wee! And for you heat lovers, at this point you can add Tabasco, whatever you want for hot, or you can just leave it as it is. I'm going to leave it as it is. That's plenty of seasoning. You don't want more than that. That taco seasoning's got a lot of salt in it, a lot of sodium in it. Now we're going to cover it. I'm going to drop it in between low and medium. We'll let this go, and now we work on the rice as it's simmering slow in the background. You let it go between low and medium for like 10 minutes, and after that 10 minutes, drop it down to almost low, just a step above low, and then now you're just gonna let it relax, let all those flavors melt. Let's go into the rice. All right, the rice. We got ourselves here a little over 2.5–3/4 cup water. Put that bad Larry in like so. Heat on high. Do about a cup of white rice. I'll do a little over a cup because I like bringing some extra for work. All right. This is a chicken bouillon with tomato flavoring in it. You can find this at Stop and Shop or Market Basket or any grocery store has it. Go to the Spanish aisle. She looks like this. Into the water she goes. And that breaks up with the, as the water starts to come full boil. Oh, I'll show you, but this some packet goes right in here. This is the packet that I use. It's not so I use. Flavor, but don't go too crazy. Get that bouillon dancing. And don't forget, I just moved the stir fry over here. She's still happy, she's still working. And this is something you can make. You can hold on to it. Oh yeah, look at that color, huh? We'll let that come to a boil. And again, the rice, you can cover it while it's cooking. It just cooks faster. I like to keep it, I don't cover it, but you can, you know. A lot of people do. Here it comes. Yes. So now that this is getting to a boil, we'll let it come to a roaring boil. We'll add the rice. The oge. And I'm using Parboil white rice. Any brand you want is fine. This is ready. In come the rice. A little bit extra for the neighbors. Alright. Okay guys, this is gonna go. Mix it around in there a little bit. Easy so you don't splash and burn yourself. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Alright, that's you can see it's a roaring boil. Drop the heat down to 2 notches less medium. That's negative. And we'll let that go. The rice will absorb all that flavor and that water, and it'll cook up nice. And just babysit it. Again, don't go upstairs, 2 loads of laundry, forget about it, take a nap, come back. You won't have a pan anymore. So we'll be right back. We'll let this baby go. Now to plate it. Rice. There you have it.